Institutional Christianity is fixated upon exterior concerns. Of course it is. Institutions have this bug built into their software. They can't help but prioritise their own interests, their own growth, longevity and survival, over and above, well, loads of things, but in particular, mystical, inner or esoteric Christianity. Here at Pneumanosophy Academy, we believe in expanding consciousness, in taking that pilgrimage into the imaginal, into the depths of our own interiority. I'm Lewis, and if you'd like to be part of Pneumanosophy, do subscribe and click that bell. So what is esoteric Christianity? I'm going to begin with this word esoteric. When we use the word esoteric, we're talking about one's inner world, that inner domain that goes deeper than the thoughts that occupy our day-to-day, deeper than the persona that you project out into the world, that projection by which everyone else knows you, deeper even than your own given emotional state. The word esoteric comes from the root of a Greek word meaning further into the very interiority of your being. And when we talk about Christianity, there are, of course, loads of sects and institutions and individuals that would want to be very prescriptive as to what constitutes Christianity. Definitions that would include, but most certainly, definitions that would exclude. Those that would assert that to be a Christian, one must agree with the following doctrinal position. I, however, use the word Christianity simply in deference to Jesus, as it was he who pointed me towards the inner way. It was he who personified the path of the mystic. But indeed, that need not be the case. Many teachers and prophets have pointed the way. What matters is the orientation, our pilgrimage into the depths of our interiority. My own journey has taken me through institutional Christianity. I've held leadership positions, I've led churches, I have been through the crucible. But I have found it all ultimately lacking. And I can't really pare down the why of that into a few sentences, but it comes down to a lack of authenticity that I've experienced, and a lack of depth, spiritual depth. And I feel, or I hope, that Pneumanosophy can be a refuge for those of us who want to explore the path of the mystic, but have likewise felt that lack, or have not gelled with the whole congregational, institutional thing. And so, moving forward into the meaningful core of things, I approach the esoteric with Jesus as my guide. Jesus' teachings often concerned matters of interiority, concerns of an esoteric nature. What does he say in the Gospel of Luke? For you see, the kingdom of God is within you. Throughout the Near East, starting at around the 3rd century before the Common Era, there was a shift taking place. The seat of spiritual authority was moving from the heavens into the mind or into the soul. We find the first expression of this in the Egyptian Hermetic tradition. People's cosmological worldview was doing a complete 180. It was inverting. The old hierarchical model that put the source of ultimate authority up there, in the heavens, out of reach, was being relocated within. This inversion was felt throughout the Near Eastern world, rupturing religious institutions, because if ultimate authority was no longer situated in the heavens, then having custodians of that power on earth, priests, no longer made any sense either. No one at the turn of the millennium represented this new paradigm more forcefully than Jesus. He was an incendiary force who took aim at institutionalized religion. Over and over in his teachings, he advocates for disregarding, or at least diminishing, the centrality we naturally place on exterior things, be that nation states, formal relationships, organizations, any kind of hierarchy, or any kind of concern for the external appearance of things, all in favour of our interiority. And so mystical, inner, or esoteric Christianity is not some abstruse aspect of Christianity. It is the overlooked essence of things, the essence of all spirituality. And like a restless spirit, it has continued to rear up in the church, in other religions, and in other movements the world over. As we dare to retire into the self and settle into that silence, therein, in our body, we discern currents of energy. And upon the screen of our mind, arising unprompted, we experience emotions, images, sensations, all being perceived by what? By us, by our I, single letter. We run into some limitations of language here, because of course we use the word I to refer to that part we are playing in this world, our part as actors upon the stage of this world. But I'm using the word I to go deeper than that, to talk about that which is perceiving the sensations of yourself within, that unseen seer. And that experience of I can actually be followed down deeper. There is always further to go, down into different states of consciousness, down into what we might perceive as a dream-like state with different realms, different topographies, down even deeper into an experience of I that gives way to we. This is the beginning of the esoteric path. If you'd like to watch more Pneumanosophy Academy, you can click here. See you next time.